Chat, I did play this game for a little bit. I was trying to test out if I really wanted to play this game or should I return my money because I don't got that much money. I was like, you know what? Let's play it. There's already a saved game. Sorry, I'm losing such a puzzles progress. You want to continue? Absolutely. Hold on. Bro, the music in this game low-key kind of tough though. Huh? Did you not hear that? Like, you have mail. Oh, name. Name. What's a good name? What's a good name, chat? Hey, yo, chat. Somebody give me a name. Somebody give me a name, chat. He's black. I'm trying to listen to that music. Hold on. Oh, hold on. No. Your Honor, first of all, as the minister, we wish you success in your new position. Appreciate it. I don't need y'all success. I don't need y'all help for my success. You know, I'm a grown ass man. I don't need y'all help. We wanted to remind you of the details that are important for you to make a correct judgment. Okay. You can find the evidence in the evidence file, obviously, at the same time. Okay, you get information whether there's no evidence on the table. Most definitely. The case file includes the context of the case and the information of the defendant. Okay, appreciate it. You can ask some questions to the defendants by clicking on microphone. These questions will play an important role in Let me restart because I was rudely interrupted. These questions will play an important role in deciding your case. Okay. On the table, okay. Tablet. On the tablet, okay, you can access some digital evidence. I kind of scratched my ear when I did that. It kind of hurt. Such as camera footage or audio recordings. You can also access the recording of your dialogue with the defendants via microphone. These recordings will be added at the end of your dialogue with the defendants. Okay. The law book contains the rules and penalties for crimes that you need to look at to make the right decision. Is everybody in this courtroom sick? Finally, you will make your decision. Remember, your decision will have consequences. Remember, your decision will have consequences. Making wrong decision in law book cases will cause your bars to increase. How full your bars are affects the probability of getting a 12 on the dice. A next person's cough getting shot. Making wrong decisions in logbook cases will cause your bars to increase. How full your bars are affects the probability of getting a 12 on the dice screen after each case. Therefore, remember that the game can end even if your bars are not completely full. This man on crack? Okay. Okay, case file. This man name is James, surname, and whoa, excuse me. Sir James. Okay, these some details. Violation of registration. Okay. You going to jail for 5 years. James was who was seen by the patrolling police. Yo. Why they keep coughing? Why they keep coughing? Yo, y'all trying to get me sick? I gotta be putting people in jail and they trying to get me sick, chat. They working for this man. They working for this crack cocaine, sir. Oh, let me put my camera down here. You know, I don't want my big head in the way, chat. Sorry, chat. I don't want my big head in the way, chat. Alright. Alright, James Adderley, who was seen by the patrolling police at 2 o'clock after the specific registration time of 22 o'clock. We tell him military time. Was taken into custody on the grounds that he did not allow the criminal procedure to be applied. Yo, I'm about to set a nuke in this. Okay, yo, it was around 1:50 and I wasn't feeling well. At that moment, I forgot that there was registrations and I was just wandering around. I saw the police while they were on patrol and remembered that there were registrations. Then I insisted on not being punished. So you was like, oh, there you go. You're like, oh wait, there's the rules. I can't do that. And he was like, well, I'm just gonna leave. I ain't gonna get in trouble because I ain't know. I'm just gonna go. This has nothing to do with anything right now. Like this. No. I go back. Wow. Hey, but you going to jail for 5 years, bro. Just know that. You did not allow the criminal procedure to be applied. So what is this possibly going to be? I'm gonna get tired. They're gonna have me going to jail. Bro, what would that even be? Why didn't you allow the police to write a fine? Because I thought I was right and they didn't give me a chance to explain. I didn't want it to come to In your statement, you said you didn't feel well during the night. Why didn't you call an ambulance? As I said, Your Honor, the first thing that came to my mind at that moment was to go outside, and while I was doing it, I didn't think of the details. Should we just let this man go? Huh? Assassinated? That makes me feel great and excited to set the rules off, huh? Yo, who's doing it? Zero in the bank? Zero in the bank? Yo, what's going on? I don't know how I'm gonna fill gas in the tank. Should we just let this man go? He didn't. He was just feeling, you know, a little down or sick or whatever. Went outside and he was like, "Oh shoot!" And then they try to apply pressure on that. They try to apply pressure to that dude, and he was like, "I ain't really do nothing, bro. Feel me?" Should we just write this man a fine? Just say, hey, don't go back. Don't do that no more. What did he do? He just walked out? I wasn't feeling well at the moment. I forgot there was registration, and I was wandering around. I saw the police while they were on patrol, and remember that there were these registrations. Who is seen by the patrol after the registration time was taken into custody after the grounds that he did not allow the procedure to be applied. Man, I don't think it was that deep. Man, you scotch free, bro. You can go, bro. Not guilty. Cause like the thing is like he was just straightforward. He's like, yeah, I did it. I'll do it again now. But he was like, yeah, I did it. But I just wasn't thinking at the time. You feel me? Like normal human reaction, you know, if something going on, the first thing you're probably gonna do is just do it. You feel me? Like that's like you can't assault somebody, but if you feel threatened, you're gonna assault somebody. You shouldn't do. Man, you good, bro. You scotch free, bro. You good, bro. Just don't let it happen again. Not give you 12 years in prison. All right, I'll give you 12 years in prison with no life support. Ooh. Shelby Drive. Look a lot. Look a lot. Okay, we gotta work. All right, let's what are their names? We can't find their names out. We're gonna name Miss Baddie over here. What's a good name? Angelica. She gives off Angelica. We got this dude. We gonna name him Bobby, cause Bobby's shorter. Bobby. And she has some like little bit tot. No, never mind. No, he looked like a Gabe. We're gonna call him Gabe. His name gonna be Gabe. Her name is going to be Sammy. Sammy, Gabe, and Angelica. Ew. $0 in the bank still. Okay. Angelica, Gabe, Sammy. Go outside. Casino bar. Ooh. We got no money, so there's no point in going. Bail pass. Convict with a criminal record will now be given increased penalties. Ooh. Prince? Yo. The sugar bullet item on Alex Brandon. As a result of the search. Oh no, his name's Axel. Axel Brandon. Honey Sale. Okay, criminal record, yes. Oh, you're fried. You're fried, sweetheart. Hey yo. Possession/carrying drugs. Small amount of drugs were found on the person named Axel Brandon, who was subjected to an identity check by police in the I-9 as a result of his body search. Okay. As a result of the identity scan, it was seen that the person had been tried and acquitted twice before on charges of possession/carrying. As a result of the Yo, what's wrong with these big words? Why they keep coughing in the background? As a result of the subsequent investigation, no evidence was found that the person named Axel Brandon was involved in drug dealing. I admit that I carry the substance, but I only use it in my own environment and when I'm alone. Calm my mind. I have not harmed anyone and will never. Never will. I will not use the substance from now on. Well, you shouldn't have been using it in the first place. So just because you say I ain't using it now, don't mean you ain't going. You feel me? Are you going to sell this stuff before you got checked and the IDs check? What? Were you going to sell this stuff before you got caught in an ID check? No, Your Honor. I was just on my way home and suddenly saw the police checking IDs. I wanted to change directions, but I was already in the radar. Where did you get this stuff from, Prince? I get it through a friend. I didn't know who he gets from. Is this person you call my friend your close friend? No, Your Honor. He's someone I met at the bar called Grubhub a month ago. I don't know him personally. 5 years of detention. Whoa. All right. Wait, the criminal must be given some of the sentence for the crime listed in the charge. Oh, okay. So if there's anywhere on here, then he has to at least get something. And then if he has a criminal record, he gets a little bit more. Okay, so this is possession. Where is that? Okay, possessions on scaring sentence 10 months public service. Aggravated sentence 18 months public service and a $5,000 fine. I think it's just regular Harry, right? What would aggravated be? Aggravated is probably like a little more extra. I think it's just regular. So he has to take that time, my boy. You gotta take that time, my boy. 10 months public service. That's what we're going with. You know what? Hey, Prince. You had your time with the music, but you gonna have to serve your time in jail. 10 months. Get out of my courtroom. I always wanted to say that. I never wanted to say that. I had no reason to ever say that. That's gay. Chat, y'all think we're gonna get assassinated by tomorrow? What's good, Angelica? I had to go catch somebody with some sugar bug. He looked. I couldn't bring it here. I'm going to bed. Okay, another successful day. I only have 10% of getting arrested. What did I do wrong? Yo, hey, whatever they trying to say he did. I ain't gonna hold you. Whoa, excuse me. This rope found next to the vehicle tire and used to kill Freddie Coles. Red rose were found on the body of Freddie Coles. Okay. So what did Freddie do to you? Did this Freddie look like a teddy bear? This is Freddie an animatronic? Did he want to play with you? Pause. James. 42. Hey, if he was 1 year down, you would have been like the music group. 41. No. Assassination. Yo, usually assassination. I had to research this because I'm a very articulately smart guy. Assassination is usually towards a big known person. So like if I was to kill, I'm not saying I will ever do this. If somebody killed the president of the United States, that's an assassination. So this Freddie guy is clearly big. During the night, Freddie Coles, a CEO of was found dead in the trunk of his car during a routine patrol in the car park security. Hey, this sounds like something we know right now. It has been determined that the CCTV camera covering the area where the incident took place was not working at the time of the incident. Yeah, great time to have the camera not working. There's no criminal record. Okay. Security guard James Amsterd, who was the only employee in the company at the time of the incident, became a suspect and was taken into custody by the police. On the evening of the incident, hold on, let me give him like a deep voice. On the evening of the incident, only 3 hours has passed since I started work. While I was doing my routine, I really patrolled. I saw Mr. Cole's vehicle, but the open trunk of the vehicle caught my attention. When I approached the vehicle, I saw Mr. Cole's lifeless body in the trunk. What caught my attention about the body was that it had a red rose on it. Afterwards, I immediately notified the police. Okay, James. How do you think the killer entered the car park undetected without an ID?
I can't find an answer to that, Your Honor. The doors had never been used in the security since I started my shift.
Did you have a problem with the CEO of the company? Did you know him well?
Glenn's Work is a really big company. I know them by name. I started 3 months ago. I only interviewed with the recruitment department and had no problems with him.
He did it. I'm joking. Bro, there's no evidence. I can't sit here and put a man in prison for 15 years, even though I really want to. I can't. I can't. There's literally no evidence for this man doing anything. So maybe if he comes back with a little, if this man come back into court for the smallest thing, all right, if he hit a hamster, I'm putting him in jail for 15 years. But there's no evidence of him doing anything, so my boy's gonna have to get released. Not guilty. Come on. Come on, baby.
Is this the ATM?
I'm so ATL. No. Withdraw money. Yep, just give me all that. Give me all that. Thank you. How much money I got? 100. Yo, they make no money in the I forgot what it's called. They make no money in this industry, huh? Payment of the loan take 4 weeks. Cancel. We ain't do no loan. What's good, baby girl? Your daughter asks you for $100 for her school fee. Do you accept? Your sanity will drop if you don't accept this. Yo, I just got the money. I was about to go to the strip club. I was gonna use that money to go to the strip club. I was gonna go to the bar, and then I was gonna go to the casino. $100? What are you getting? The whole store? Yo. What do you mean you need $100 for your school fees? Mom don't got a job? Mom? I click X, go to the casino, double my money, and then give it to her? Hey, don't ask me nothing else for this whole entire year. You ain't getting nothing for Christmas. That's your Christmas. $100 for school. Excuse me. Whoa. What do we have here? That's a little puzzle. Somebody get this in 5 seconds. Messed up already. Okay, that's cool. Boom, skis. Cigar, scissors, and box found in the vehicle. Okay, fingerprints, number of the evidence. There's a digital evidence on the tablet. Oh, okay, we can finally use that tablet. So 212314. Who has 212314? 212314. 212314. It's you. You're going to jail for 5 years. What's on here? Is that the recording? How many coffee? Oh, facial recognition. Okay, so there's that's literally that light-skinned dude. That's his light-skinned dad. Shot. Ain't nobody emailing me? Dang. That's him. That's his light-skinned dad. Okay. Oh, somebody stole a car. Ooh. The vehicle was stolen while parked in a parking lot opposite the neighbor. The vehicle was stolen while parked in a parking lot opposite the neighborhood where Lehman Diaz lived. Okay, who's that? Son of them. Okay. This man has 2 first names? Bob Isaac. He has 2. Following a denunciation. Bro, what are these big words, bro? Can you just... Bro, I'm not that smart. I'm not that smart. On the morning of the night, the vehicle was... Bro, yo. Following the let's just get on it. The vehicle was turned over the same morning, and as a result of the search, a package containing cigar scissors was found in the vehicle. Apart from this, no additional findings were found. Okay, as a result of the identity check, the person inside the vehicle was determined to be Bob Isaac Grove. Okay, nickname Big. I wonder why. Known as a former car thief. Okay. This is Lehman. I'm assuming the dude who got his car stolen. We went to our summer house in Accounting Village with my car for 2 days as a family over the weekend. At the end of the second day, I think I forgot to lock my car because I was tired from the road. I'm about to shoot this whole courtroom up. There is a possibility that the person who stole it also took advantage of this. Mr. Big, on the morning of the... I was gonna give him a voice, but I don't really feel like that. On the morning... Oh, never mind. On the morning of the day of the car... On the morning of the day the car was thought to have been stolen, a longtime friend of mine, Carnell... Bro, we're not going to get to this little story time, bro. Carnell Glenn called me and said he had urgent business. He asked me to take his package to a place called Party Time. I thought it was urgent, so I went quickly to Carnell Glenn's house. Cannell, his name is Cannell. I've been saying Carnell. Cannell gave me a car key and a piece of paper with the address to the place where I was to take the package. So I drove off with the car. Soon I got pulled over and found out the car was stolen. Upon the statement, Cannell Glenn was found at his home and brought to the police station for questioning. Glenn, I do not accept any of this accusation against me. I don't know anything. But was that not him? And so he does know something, because literally that's his cigar thing. Okay, so that may completely lie. I say Mr. Big probably has nothing to do with this. Wait, following the denunciation of the morning, on the morning of the night the vehicle was thought to have been stolen, the license plate was traced out. Where were you the night the car was stolen? Yo, this man talk a lot. That night I was sitting at the place called Keepies. Whoa. With my let's just say Popeyes. With my girlfriend. Before it was too late at night, I dropped her off at her her house and went to my home. I fell asleep shortly after. In the morning, I woke up to Canel's call. Okay, when was the last conversation with Canel? It was almost 6 months since we last spoke to Canel, and I was very surprised that he called after all this time, just to get you almost arrested. Well, yeah. Also, it's been a long time since I left these jobs. I am now in a regular life and a regular relationship. I am not guilty. Okay, now I'm talking to Mr. Canel. When did you meet with Bob, Mr. Big? I have known Bob for over 20 years, and he's a dear friend. Mr. Grove, Mr. Groove. I'm gonna call you Mr. Groove. Groove. Mr. Groove says, you gave him a stolen vehicle, delivered a package, and asked him to take it wherever he wanted. Is this true? This has nothing to do with me. The last time I met Bob was 6 months ago. Bob has slandered me. I feel like he's giving more evidence to why he didn't, while he's just like, because I said, is this true? I have nothing to do with this. Bro, you clearly have something to do with it. And I seen a little light skinned ad. Alright, chat, let's be honest, bro. That's his little light skinned ad, bro. It has some light, bro. Alright, if like, cause chat, y'all can see that's some light to it, alright? If it was big, you couldn't even see, you wouldn't be able to see it. You would not be able to see him. You would have been blending in with the shadows. If you was like me sitting like this, I barely even seen anyone there. But I got closer and it looks light. It's light skin. That's a light skin right there. If it was Mr. Big, I would have got closer. I would have had to go a little bit more closer and still wouldn't even find anyone. He's too dark. There's no disrespect for the dark people. You know, I'm a dark person. I'm black. Let's be honest, bro. You not seeing him in the dark. You can see him in the dark. Also, that's evidence to him, bro. I'm going with him as being guilty. So what are we saying for? Hold on. What do we say for car thieves? Oh, it's right here. 2 years in jail. Ooh. Does he have a criminal record? Never had a criminal record. Okay. No, I think I'm making a good decision over here. You're not guilty. You're guilty with 2 years in jail. Chat, is that a valid, what's it called? Success. Let's go! I'm not trying to get assassinated or going to spend any time in prison. What's good, Angelica? What's good, Angelica? I'm so mad about my daughter Sammy, bro. She really took my $100. Yeah, you better not ask for no money. You ain't getting no Christmas present either. Right? It says state of emergency declared. Due to the state of emergency, judges can now be appointed to all types of cases. Week 2, case 2. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, let me lock in. The situation, okay, case subject, the situation of who will take the custody of 12-year-old. Who? Yes, and his sister, 9 years old, Clara Robinson. Defendant Ben Robin Plaintiff Diaz Robin. Details: Ben Robin and Diaz Robin recently divorced. Okay. A custody case was filed by Diaz Robin and the mother of the children, for the custody of their children. As a result of the divorce, the mother has a certain amount of alimony that she demands from the father. Assuming there's nothing that is. Are you sad that your parents are divorced? Oh, you gotta give like a high pitched voice. No, that's a girl voice. No, I'm not, because my parents didn't. What? That sounds just whatever. No, I'm not, because my parents didn't get along very well, and they argue all the time. My sister and I were very uncomfortable and couldn't understand the crying. My sister and I were very uncomfortable, and I couldn't stand the crying of my sister anymore. So, do you want to live with your mom or with your dad? What is important to me and my sister? I certainly don't want to leave her, but the best thing for her would be to live with my mother. Who would you prefer? My mother is more important to me. I think being with my mother will be better for me, and my mother, of course, with my sister. Hey, he right there. He listened to all of this. Hey, if I was a father, I would have been tight. I'd be like, yeah. Next time I go to the crib, I'm bringing a grenade. Are you sad? Are you sad your parents are divorced?
Yes, very much. Even though they fight, I love them both very, very much. And I can't live without even one of them.
Do you love your mom or your dad?
I love them both very much. I never want my parents to get divorced. That's why I feel so sad.
If you had to choose, who would you choose, your mom or your dad?
I don't want to choose one of them. I don't want to choose one or the other. I wish my parents...
Okay, we understand you love your parents. No. Alright. Is that it? Hey, we're gonna give them to the mother, bro. Giving custody to both children to the mother. Okay. Giving custody to both children to the father. Okay. Giving the son to the father and daughter to the mother. Okay. Giving the daughter to the father and place the children in orphans. Relaxing conditions. Should we do that? No, I'm joking. Giving custody to both. Giving custody of both children to the mother. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Son said it's important for my mom. Son said daughter. He said my sister should go with my mom. Is a better option. Okay. Son was like, I feel like I should go with my mom more than my dad. Okay. Hey, kid know what we talking about, bro. Kids don't lie, bro. They tell truth, nothing but the truth. They tell truth, nothing but the truth. Hello. Hello there, sir. Chat, I don't think I'm gonna play this game for that long right now. I'm gonna split it up, chat. No, I can't put all my I can't put all my eggs in one basket. How you save and quit? Amen. Chat, listen to this music when you hear it. Things were worse than ever in Banana Republic, a super island country. Hold on. About to go crazy, chat. Oh. Hold on, it's not playing. Wait, is this the music? It goes like Hold on. Hold on. I'm a judge. I'll make the rules. You go back to school. I'm gonna put you in the jail cell. Ah. You are guilty. You are guilty. Yeah, you going to jail. Yeah, you spending your time. Yeah, all in the cells. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, I say you guilty. Yeah, just get out of my face. Stop making the rules. Am I off beat? Get out my face. You was guilty. Get out my face. Yo, what's wrong with this beat? Am I off beat? Am I talking? Alright, we quitting. Soft. That song's tough stuff. Song's tough. Tougher than tough. It's like Timmy Tough, niggas.